SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I want to share this image with you guys. I want to tell you guys which carrier is building an insane amount of small cells across many parts of the city of Cleveland and the surrounding suburbs. And what they're doing is they're addressing coverage needs and capacity needs. I've been tracking these upgrades. I've been explaining what they've been up to. Every situation's been a little different. And, you know, I think it's really a testament to their networking prowess. All right, shout out to Verizon continuing to build on an already very good network, making it even better here in the CLE. Let me show you guys what they're up to, tell you where the location is and what they're addressing. All right, if you guys want to follow me on X, the app or social media app formerly known as Twitter, you guys can. My handle will be in the description. I'll link it for you, and of course ways to support the SMT in the description as well. All right, so here you will see a newly constructed wooden pole. This is not new. It's not a new technique. They've been installing new wooden poles across this city. This is the city of Westlake. It's a suburb that's about, I don't know, probably like 10 miles west of Cleveland. It's a pretty affluent city. This is a city that historically Verizon has had a few weak coverage areas and a few capacity-starved areas. Verizon has an incredible market share in Cleveland overall, and Westlake probably even higher. You know, so they've been upgrading, they've been building. They finished the 5G ultrawideband macro build and upgrade several months ago, and they have completely shifted their focus to small cells, and for different reasons. This particular location is on Edge Park and Porter, which is very, very close to the last small cell build that you guys saw on Crocker Stearns between Center Ridge and Lorraine Road. And I'd say, you know, it's I don't know if it's close enough to overlap perfectly, but they do have macros in the area too. So this one is not a coverage issue per se. It's an area that does have coverage. Band 13 and weak band 66 was reaching here. So they're, I wouldn't say addressing a coverage need per se, you know, by standards of the last few years, but in future standards, I would say they are addressing a coverage need, because if you can't get your most capacitive cellular frequencies everywhere, then you have a coverage issue. So not a traditional coverage problem. Calling worked fine here. Texting worked fine. Data worked fine. It just wasn't fast, right? I'd run a speed test and get 30 to 50 megabits per second with a low band carrier like band 13, band 5, pretty strong. But the issue would be in the mid band, right? You'd get like weak band 2, weak band 66. And by weak, I mean like minus 10 RSRP or minus 115 possibly. So they're fixing that. But really what it's about, guys, this is about capacity. I just want to let you guys know, I think AT&T Fiber is in this area. I think Spectrum is here as well. But Verizon is going to build this small cell for its mobile networking customers. And obviously, I've already looked at the schematics of the and the blueprints of the types of antennas and radios that they put on these sites. And they're putting in all frequencies, traditional frequencies, including CBRS. They don't show C-band, but the structure that they put at the top of the can with CBRS would allow them to use that Samsung 2-in-1 radio antenna combo, in which they could do C-band and CBRS with a future upgrade, swapping the CBRS antenna for a combo C-band and CBRS. So they're very strategically constructing these and making them so that they could perform a modification at a later time that would enable the C-band as well. So this is really exciting. This is good to see. I think it's probably about 8 or 9 small cells up to this point that are new. And I think just in the city of Westlake, right? The city of Westlake is not big. You could drive from one side to the other in like 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, right? So there's a side that's by Rocky River. If you were to go from that side over to the Avon side, it would literally take you like 11 or 12 minutes. I can't see it taking, and that's with lights. Okay, so we're probably talking about just 4 or 5 miles, maybe, I don't know, 6 miles across the city. So they're doing a hell of a job. They're addressing coverage issues and capacity issues with these small cell solutions. And just so you guys know, I've done a little homework, talked to the right people, looked into it. Verizon has fiber all over the city of Westlake. They're in the aerials. You guys can see fiber, running to people's homes and stuff here. I show the pictures all the time. It's MCI fiber. It's Verizon fiber. So they have it. Why the hell wouldn't they build small cells? I'm surprised AT&T doesn't do more with it. Their network is good. There's nothing wrong with it. They do have an advantage of having a lot of low band, a lot of LTE spectrum, and now they've got their own 5G spectrum as well. So maybe it's just not that big of a priority. Their macro cell grid is pretty good. T-Mobile, obviously, same situation. They don't have the market share to probably demand it, but Verizon does, and that's why they do this. Pretty incredible. Be on the lookout. If you're in a top PEA, maybe a top 50 market for Verizon, look out for these upgrades. They're happening while Verizon is doing the rural upgrades, while they're going out from cities doing the macro build for C-band. They're doing this in markets where they already finished the macro C-band upgrades. They're doing small cells. Very exciting. No power connected yet. No antennas at the top. This was just done. And I'll be back to kind of take final pictures and show you guys how things are looking and test once the power and the site goes live. Anyways, tell me what you guys are seeing in your market, what things are like where you are. Any carrier super busy. Verizon very busy in mine. Ironically, because they've been busy for the last 2 years, but they don't stop. So talk to me about the upgrades in your market, who's doing them, how things are going. Tell me about your Verizon experience if you're seeing them busy as well. Comment down in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.